So we're going to move on to the last wine, and I believe this is the castle from 1200. This here. This is the. It's in the fog.
It looks like it looks like smoke and battle scenes.
Yeah, this looks. Yeah, this could be like a, what kind of movie? It's a Braveheart or something.
I was thinking Monty Python and the Holy Grail. To be entirely honest.
Yes, I was thinking about that. It's only a flesh wound. So this is the bastion, bastion. Bastion. Le Bastion. They don't give us a clear indication of the blend here, so we have to figure this one out. But I poured this is in the $10 range, and I poured this second only because I thought the texture on this one felt a little bit richer and creamier to me, which might be because there's some Petit Manseng in this wine. And I felt like the nose had a little bit more nuttiness to it as well. We're looking at 10 versus 11, so I thought there was a little more development on it, and I felt like this was the way to taste this wine. I mean, even if you look at the wine, they're starting to get a little bit more golden color.
Pretty rich color, yeah.
Yeah, and that's as Gros and Petit Manseng hang on the vine more. Gros Manseng tends to be a little bit grayish, so you're always going to get a little bit of gold color to those. But Petit Manseng likes to ripen later. And a lot of winemakers won't use it as the lead grape variety in dry wines because of the alcohol.
Richness.
Alcohol. They want 12 to 13% alcohol, and Petit Manseng when it's ripened, when it's ripe, typically will push 14, 15. So they end up using it for sweet wines. Makes sense. The sense of Pacheron de Vipil, the sweet wines in there, and Jurançon, the straight Jurançon. There's two AOCs in Jurançon. There's Jurançon and Jurançon Sec. So, but yeah, I thought this wine has more nuttiness, a little bit of spice to it, a little bit of kind of cedar or like a little bit of ground spice to it. Nuttiness, but more kind of rich aromas here.
It smells almost smoky.
Yeah, yeah.
And it smells like old wood. It's got that sort of savory, dry smell. It's actually surprising because then you put it in your mouth and it's still very alive. It's still fairly youthful.
Yeah. Well,
you expect something a little bit more evolved.
Well, to be honest, now that I've tasted both these wines, the Tableau now is more complex. Mm. But the nose on this is what kind of led me to tasting this one second, because the nutty aromas. And now that these wines have been sitting with us for about an hour open, they're starting to play their character roles.
Yes.
So
the lead and the It's interesting because there's some sort of in a way a parallel. The Bastion and the Terriquet are both sort of they're very different wines, but they're both acid-driven, clean, refreshing. And the Tableau and the Chiroulet offer more complexity and more textural interest. And that's also the two more expensive wines versus the two less expensive wines. The Le Bastion is $8 to $10 retail. Plenty minerals. All four at plenty minerals.
Yeah. Well, Cliff, to your we didn't really talk about soil too much, but there's touches of limestone throughout here. There's a lot of clay, different types of clay, different colors of clay, yellow clays, red clays, white clays. There's also some marl, as well as what I told you a little bit about the Boulben soil. The Boulben is the kind of little pebbles that are from the river. They're like little river stones. So yeah, there's and actually. Saint-Mont, Playmont has a collection of soils. They have about 10 different soils that they have identified where some of these wines are coming from.
So how big is the appellation of Saint-Mont? Roughly, is it big, small?
It's a smaller. I mean, Cote de Gascogne is huge. They make over 1 million bottles a year. Let's see here.
Saint-Mont,
Saint-Mont's a fairly small appellation. I mean, Playmont is the largest producer. I would say a few hundred hectare at most, right? Yeah.
We don't know. We'll have to research that.